Tonight, I'm going to share a secret with you. In order to be good and win at user experience, you need to apply the 80-20 rule and personalization. And as the quote says, I know that half of my advertising is wasted. I just don't know which half. We're going to figure it out. How many of you know about or heard about hipster.com? Oh, cool. All right. They are a cool startup launching about like 5-6 years ago, and they got 10,000 signups with their cool launching page. You know, they growth hacked it, you know, hackernews.com, and when you tweeted, you applied, there was an automatic tweet. Someone with 1,500 followers tweeted, but one of their followers was from TechCrunch. And the story is 10,000 signups. What they did was understand the problems. So we as brands, what do we face? Let's just look at Facebook. There are more than 1.7 billion users, but the organic reach of a fan page is below 1%. Because we don't own the data. We cannot really get insights. And what does it leave for the customer? There is this quote saying that if we talk to the people the same way that advertising does, they would punch us in the face. Why? Because we hate spam. There are just too much information and we have to waste time filling out forms with stupid tasks. So how can you create the best user experience? Get to know your customers on the deepest level and give them what they want. Give them what they want, but everybody wants different things. So the key is personalization. How many of you heard about Dave McClure's R metrics? Those are my people. So where is the real problem? Getting enough, sufficient traffic who is relevant to you, and then personalizing the experience, can make them coming back. So for understanding them, you need social analytics. And then when you created the micro segments, then you can personalize the experience for them. That's what we have been doing at SpringTab. We want to create as many versions of a website, as many visitors they get. And of course we need data for that, and they say that the big brother is watching us, but we leave our digital footprint there. So let me walk you through this chart. Most of the data is anonym. Ad servers, analytics tools, recommendation engines, they look at the site activity. But the treasure is when you identify the visitors, and that's within social. So let me put it in another way. Let's say you buy a GoPro, but what for? Is it for extreme sports or family stuff? You know that the brand will know that you purchased something. It will know that what you did on the site, where you came from, but it needs to know your digital footprint, your why. And if you combine all those three, that's the jackpot. So here we apply the Pareto principle. 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. In other way, 80% of the profit come from 20% of the customers, and we need to focus on that. So giving an example with the iPhone 6 launch of Vodafone UK, some people will love their launch page and some won't. Why? Because we need to understand who they are. This guy is an Apple geek, and the lady here is into arts, and she has a Samsung phone. So while keeping the same structure of the website, we show the iPhone for the iPhone guy and the Samsung, because it's on the slider, for the lady. So everybody gets the same experience. How? Because we understand their interests. What car they like to drive, what are their favorite movies, what music they listen to, where they like to travel. We use all that information to create that experience. But how do we get it? Create a simple pre-landing page site like this one, inspired by hipster.com, a fancy headline, a main value proposition with some supporting bullet points, and then you have a call to action. And for that, you should be using single sign-on. And if you have that, you can, of course, increase brand awareness. But the most important thing is that you can decrease churn while focusing on that 20%, which is the loyal customer base. So my vision is to bring brands and customers closer with a data-driven approach. So with that, I would like to thank you and invite you to join me the unique and the best unique experience as possible.